want to charge the users of the road for the use of the road.
We all know that feeling of sitting in traffic, inching towards your destination. Well, here in New York City, they are trying to do something about it that would both change traffic patterns and also invest in the region's transit system.
In the heart of America's most congested city, traffic is to be expected.
Travel speeds in Midtown Manhattan are 5, 6, maybe sometimes 7 miles an hour.
It's the reality of living or working in New York City, but has been exacerbated in the years since the end of the COVID-19 pandemic.
Traffic came back faster than transit has. Transit's still lagging.
That's why Rachel Weinberger, the director of research strategy for the Regional Plan Association, says it's a great time for change. In 2019, the New York State Legislature passed a law saying the city had to implement congestion pricing. This June, they celebrated receiving final approval by the federal government.
They did that environmental assessment, and that's the document that the federal government has recently approved. And now that that's been approved, the program can move forward.
New York's Governor Kathy Hochul says this program is critical to the city's long-term success. She says, quote, "This is a significant milestone, bringing us closer to a future where New Yorkers have cleaner air, better public transit, and less traffic clogging our streets."
Congestion pricing is the idea that we want to charge the users of the road for the use of the road. And specifically, we want to charge users of the road for uses at a time or during times when traffic is more prevalent.
Glenn Furton is an assistant professor of economics at MSU Denver.
The reason for the entire conversation surrounding congestion pricing is based on the notion of a commons. And so this is basically the idea that there is open or free access to the use of the road to most users.
We've seen concepts of congestion pricing in this country on a corridor basis. One example of that is value lanes on highways. But for the first time, New York City is proposing this charge in a cordon area. Drivers will pay to enter the central business district, but costs have not yet been determined because they are still in the planning stages.
It actually contains 51% of the region's jobs, and it has the absolutely best configuration of transit access options.
The purpose of this is to change traffic patterns for some drivers and encourage other commuters to use alternative transportation methods.
And that it will not only mitigate the traffic, but the proceeds from congestion pricing are legally mandated to fund transit improvements so that the people who are choosing no longer to drive are also given a better alternative than the one that they have today.
So the enhancements will be felt by all commuters who use public transit, not just those who change how they travel.
So the idea of congestion pricing really is to sort of spread the demand more evenly out across all of the other resources.
Experts say all eyes are on New York City for this plan that could be implemented as early as spring of 2024. That's including city leaders across the country, questioning how it will work and if their plan could serve as a model for their cities looking to achieve a better standard of transit.
I would worry a smaller city that doesn't have a strong center. Such a program could be harmful, but it really would have to be looked at a case-by-case kind of a basis.
Weinberger says change is never easy, but she expects the results of this plan to have a positive result on the city and the greater perspective of transit options. Jessie Cohen, Scripps News, New York City.